Hello everybody. So what I want to do today is use the 3D embossing folder. And it's Joyful Candy Canes. And it is absolutely beautiful. So I want to try doing the, let me just take the whole thing out. It's called Joyful Candy Canes. It's a 3D embossing folder from October 2024. And I don't know if you can see the design in that, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And so what I want to do is, I don't know if it's going to work on the 3D. Shoot. It might not. But I want to try doing the embossing powder. And I hope that this is silver embossing powder. I believe it is, but I'm not 100% positive about that. And I'm going to get a piece of card. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to have it ready. And I need a piece of card to go in here. Perfect. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to take, it says Watermark. It's the Heating Boss and Resist. And I'm going to come, and I can feel it sticking to the folder. And I'm just going to put it on all here, all over. I want to make sure it's on good and solid. And I'm not going to use the whole thing, but I want to get it on here good. And just make sure that I got plenty on there. And I don't want to let it dry. So now I'm going to stick this in here. I'm going to put that down and I'm going to put it through. Now I'm not real sure what all the 3D embossing folders need. So I'm going to try. I know I do this all the time. I'm going to try this, the embossing folder, and the plate, and leave this adapter out. And let's see if that does it. I'm going to have my embossing powder ready. Okay. Put this over here out of the way. And put this over here out of the way. And let's have a look and see if it embossed. No. No, no. So it needs more than that. Okay, another sheet of paper. Maybe I need a thicker piece of paper. Let me cut this down. Okay, so I need to put more ink down and start this over again. It is such a beautiful embossing folder. And if this doesn't work... Okay, so this time I'm going to use... Oops, the shim. The folder. and the plate. And that's still one plate lower. That should definitely do it. You can hear it, right? Okay. I have to be careful because that powder's already open. And I don't want to spill it everywhere. Look at that. I put it on the wrong side, didn't I? I sure did. Okay, but let's see what happens. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it sticks. Well, I'm gonna try putting more on, and let's just see what happens. Get the corners here. I could have swore I had it on the right side. It's still not very good. Maybe this is not gonna work with a 3D folder. We'll go ahead and we'll emboss it. We'll heat it just to see what it looks like. But I don't think it's gonna be good. We'll try the other side. And I might get a different ink out. I need to make sure this is plugged in. Yeah. I have embossing powder all over this and I don't want it getting stuck down there. This is a very pretty embossing powder. Here's the thing with this embossing powder. It's very pretty, but I could not tell where it had already done and where it hadn't. It must be a thick. And that still, even though it was not what I wanted, it's still very, very pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna use a different ink pad this time. Hopefully I find one that's got more ink in it. Let me see. Maybe that one will. And let me get another sheet of paper. I want one that's gonna emboss pretty good. That's what I'm hoping for. Even though that one embossed really well, maybe okay, it's gonna be smaller, but that's okay. We just want to get this to work right. Okay, I'm gonna have that ready. This. Okay, so this is the one I wanted on. It was the right one, I believe. It looks like it could be a matter of it's just drying too fast. Okay. Sending it through. Maybe I should use a opaque that I can see. That might work better too. So if this doesn't work, that's what I'll try. That's a nice image right there. It embossed so well. And let's see, it doesn't feel like there's anything on it. Let's see what happens. And it did the same thing. It's very spotty. So I think I am gonna try it with some colored ink. Let's do the thing with the colored ink is it'll leave that color on some stuff, right? I think. I have a frost white. Let me grab paper, make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so this is the side I want. Now I should be able to see it on here, hopefully. Yeah, that's helping. Because I think what's happening is by the time I'm getting to the sides, it's not really taking it anymore. Yeah, that works. I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Let's put this in and let's put it through. So that white, at least I could see. And if it shows through after I put the embossing powder in, it won't matter because it's white. Okay. Can't see it on the card. It doesn't look like it transferred. But let's try it. That's definitely better in my opinion. Oh, I needed a bigger sheet of paper for this. I need that big old brush. What did I do with that thing? I want to sweep this in. So I'm not wasting it. It's very pretty embossing powder. It's sparkly. It's got like glitter in it. Now if you want to come in and clean some of these up, you can. You know, if you're not doing a video, you can take your time if you want to. This has a lot of details in it. There's an errant thread on this brush. Just clean up the candy canes, maybe. Ooh, get that back over there. Just get the worst of them, I think. Just clean them up a little bit. All right. I'm ready to heat. Hold your ears if you can't take it. I think that's it. Hope I got it all. I'm trying to look to see. All right. Looks like I got it all. Now, if we wanted to come in and do some coloring, I suppose we could. Let me see. These are the gel pens. Or this is one of the gel pens. And it should color over the embossing powder. I think we would be here a very long time. A very, very long time, but it looks pretty decent. And why couldn't we take it to the living room, watch some TV, color it in, right, in the evening? It's very pretty. Looks very pretty on there. I'm liking it. Just going every other one and using their lines. Nice. I don't have any other red here with me. You might want to cut out your size that you're going to use first also. Instead of doing them all. And then you're not going to use them. That looks pretty. I have a bright green here. That's way too bright. So I don't think I would want to use this one. Always check your colors first. Right. If you don't have a splotch, not a splotch, you know, the thing where you put the different ones, then check it first. Let's see. Let me do, a square card. I didn't make it big enough. Excuse me, so many card blanks sitting here. I know I haven't used them all. Six. Let's see if this is 8. Yep, I got a score mark in there from something else. Scored at 4. So what I'm going to do is use that for the front because I know I'm going to be covering it. Okay. And I need to cut first some of this top off. That doesn't have enough embossing powder on it. It didn't cut it. Because of the embossing, right? It's just not making full contact. Oh, I'm making exactly 4 by 6 and I didn't mean to do that. I was going to frame it. It's what I wanted to do. Let's do 3 3/4. by 5 3/4. There we go. Okay. And let's use I thought I would have a scrap. I'm like, let's see if this goes 4. Okay, 4. Just a little bit under 4. And just a little bit under 6. Make sure that fits. Okay, it does. This being embossed, it's going to be something to get it stuck down. So, trying to get the glue on here. Good. Ooh. Got glitter over my hands, and I don't know if it's coming off of this. No, it's just from having it all over now, I guess, because I was sloppy. Okay. And then I made this with the press. So I'm just going to cut it out by hand. Because I didn't cut it out right. I didn't stamp it good enough to use the dyes. Making spirits bright. Let me trim it close. That way I don't have to worry about if it's, you know, the same distance. That's how I'm going to make sure that is just cut it close. I did put quite a bit of glue on this because I want to make sure it sticks down in the on the embossed. There we go. Simple. And like I said, you can color it more. It's up to you what you want to do. I can hear people now, where'd you get that paper? I did it myself. All right. It's sparkly too. It's got this embossing powder has like a glitter in it. So it's honestly not quite as silver as I wanted it to be. It's more gray, but that glitter certainly adds something to it. All right, everybody. If you liked my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.